Oh, Jake, the raccoon's back. I don't know if it ever left.
The scat?
The scat's not there, but the other night, Catherine was gone. I had put Rosie to bed, was reading a story to Bo and Hattie on the couch. Literally the very last page of Berenstain Bears and the Great Pumpkin. I look up because I see something out of the corner of my eye. The main door in our back door is open. The storm door is closed, obviously. And who should be there but the raccoon staring straight into our living room?
Like, I'm imagining like hind legs, like
yeah,
on the glass.
Kinda.
Really?
Yeah. And I go, guys, look. And of course, Bo, whoa, oh, no. And Hattie's like, okay. And Bo just runs up to it. And Hattie's like, Bo, whatever you do not open that door.
That's great.
And it kind of, and we kind of see it scurry off a little bit. It's like, guys, look at where it's going, where it's happening with
Where's
this
his
thing.
home?
And it was going and it was looking through our bin that we have right next to it with like the balls and the bats.
It wanted to play.
It just wanted to play. Honestly, it was the best thing for me. It was a cute little guy.
Oh, they're all cute.
I know, but the one experience I've had face to face with that raccoon, it was not cute. It hissed and freaked me out. And it's still there because I think my mother-in-law claimed that she saw it last night. I did not.
Okay.
But it's still there. We think I'm going to have to pay some money to get it removed. $250.
For raccoon removal.
Could I do it myself? It's like just on the cusp of like, that's a lot of money. I should at least try something myself.
Is that a flat rate or does he come and like scope out the amount of raccoons and the deck and everything?
Yeah. They said it might be more, but like base rate $175 to trap it, another $75 to get rid of it. And I'm not getting rid of it.
Interesting.
I'm letting, if they're doing it, they're going all the way.
$175 to trap it.
Huh.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, is there any animal that you would try to catch yourself versus like getting somebody else? Like a mouse, would you? Mouse seems like something I can do myself.
Mouse traps.
Mouse traps. But if it's a rat, let me hire somebody for it.
Let's see. What would I hire? I mean, like, what if you just paid them to get rid of it? You trap it, they get rid of it. That's what I would try to do.
That's not a terrible idea, Jake. Yeah. Like I can make a trap. And then once I see it in there, I'm not getting near that thing.
Yeah.
Because that thing is thinking, you
Wash your
trap
hands.
me, you punk. I'm going to get you.
It's most mad at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they're like, hey, we don't know how good of workmanship you have on this trap.
We don't just dispose
I
of
don't know
any
if
animals.
I trust you. Yeah. So
What if you could trap it, tranquilize it? Yeah, just do it yourself. Trap it, tranquilize it, get rid of it.
maybe so.
Put it in somebody else's yard.
Where do you get tranquilizers these days?
And
these
where do-
days, like
I
back
know
in
how
the
they
day, they
used
were so
to.
readily available.
And how are they going to get rid of it? Truly. Like, what are they going to...
Yeah, maybe take it out to some farm. I don't know. The old raccoon farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, can we talk about tranquilizers real quick?
Yeah, we can.
I feel like in the 90s, or just growing up kids movies, tranquilizers were everywhere.
They were. You could like shoot them like out of a syringe or like a blow dart.
When was the last time you've heard somebody talk about a tranquilizer?
I bet if you're in like the ag community, like if you have horses, maybe you have tranquilizers.
Timon?
No
Never
tranks?
tranquilized our horses.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
No tranks.
They're not vaccinated. I don't know who is tranking these days.
I don't know if anybody's tranking. Like I think it's a law. It's like the quicksand of weaponry. It's like I don't think this really exists. People are really trying to worry about these like tranquilizer darts. Not happening anymore. So
I'm going to Google horse tranquilizer.
okay.
Kansas City.
Oh, like a service.
Like it's like a yeah. Whew. Oh geez. Missouri and Kansas are in the thick of a synthetic drug crisis that's killing thousands. Okay, so humans are taking the horse. Okay.
Fun. Good Google, Gate. I will say, real quick to wrap this bad boy up, right before the movie we watched on Friday night movie night, right before the raccoon came to our door, Davy Crockett. What's Davy Crockett known for? A certain kind of headpiece. What's that headpiece called? A coon skin cap. That raccoon was coming for blood, brother. It's like, I'm avenging my brother who you were celebrating by watching Davy Crockett.
That's a perfect, gift though for Bo coming up though.
Oh,
Get
you
him a
bet, dude.
coonskin
Both
hat.
of them are going to be rocking the coonskins this summer or this Christmas. Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking back Ghostrunners podcast. Let's get started with Wednesday episode, huh?
Yeah, hopefully more coonskins hats and less DEA warns of flesh-rotting zombie drug mixed with horse tranquilizer.
Yay!
That's good vibes.
Yeah,
Come
yeah,
on,
Wednesday!
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, it's nothing
This
but
flesh-rotting zombie drug is quite the article.
tough
Yeah.
to find a tranquilizer in town.
All right, it's Wednesday, episode 589, the Ghostrunners podcast presented to you by Good Ranchers, American Meat Delivered.
That's right.
Hey, there was a big concert in town this past Friday, Benjamin Rector.
That's right.
And he posted a video of him. Did you see this? He does like the classic, I have beef with it a little bit. It's kind of annoying, but then when it's your city, I don't get annoyed by it. Where he's like, whatever. Milwaukee was an amazing show. On count of three, 1, 2, 3, everyone goes crazy. Kansas City, they did this funny new thing where he's like, let's 1, 2, 3, and then one guy started clapping, and then everyone went crazy. Catherine and her sister, I'm telling you this because Catherine and her sister were at the concert. And so in the video, I was trying to zoom in and find Catherine's sister, or Catherine. I'm not just trying to find a sister.
Interesting.
Trying to find Catherine and her sister. And later on, Catherine's like, oh, no, I don't think you can see us in that video. But as I'm zooming in, so, he says, 1, 2, 3, let's go crazy. And then one guy starts doing a slow clap. And I'm zooming in and I notice a few people like turn back and I'm like, wait a second.
There's a second clapper.
No.
Oh.
I think I've never met the guy, but I'm pretty sure that was Brandon Imsh.
No.
No?
Wait,
No?
I'm sorry.
No, really?
I wish I could say yes, but
Dude.
but no. Yeah.
Okay, now we got to pull it up because there was a woman right by him that looked like your mom.
Really?
And maybe it's just like selective, like, well, if that's him, then that's her.
That's
Seriously?
so funny
I
that
gotta
you
see
thought
this.
that.
No.
I even thought like, good for them. They got 8 kids and they're getting out for this movie night or this concert.
No.
No. Okay.
You were so certain that was him.
I was so
clapping.
pumped. Like I was even trying to like tell the story quick because I didn't want time to interrupt me and be like, well, yeah, my parents were there. As I was zooming in the picture. Well, yeah, my parents were there. Maybe you saw them in the. No, I was like, no, really,
Yeah. No.
Timon?
So was it was the guy slow clapping you thought was my dad?
No. There's a guy that starts slow clapping, and then there's a guy. We'll say 5 rows back that kind of turns his head and looks, and then right after he turns his head and looks, there's a woman right behind him that turns her head and looks as well. And I think that is Brandon and Maria.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my mom's name. Yeah.
It's not. Are you finding the video?
I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I'm trying to look.
Like if you zoom, I mean, this is not great podcast content anymore because no one knows what they look like, I guess. But I was just so convinced, dude. You know what they look like, Jake?
Not.
I mean, you've met her.
Yeah.
My dad's like half bald, basically.
Yes, dude. Are you sure? Are you sure they weren't there? Like,
Yes.
I'm so convinced that this
Concert
is
is
them.
the last place you would ever find my parents.
Really? I was like, Ben Rector, cool. Like, no wonder, because I know you're a big Cody Fry guy, so maybe
Yeah.
you've like influenced their. Oh man,
Now I'm just trying to find people
what
I
a
know.
start!
This is cool. He performed at the same venue the train I just did.
Exactly. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hate to disappoint.
Dang it, dude. I hate that I disappointed as well. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on this guy that I think it's him. And
Okay.
whatever, we can talk about this off the pod, but it's him. Timon, I'm just letting you know your
Okay.
parents are playing hooky. That woman is your mom. I know it. I know your mom. I've met her once. Okay. I don't care that you've lived with her your whole life. That's your mom.
Sneaking out of the house, going
Yeah.
to concerts.
The last place that your parents would be. That's so funny.
Rachel was also at that concert.
Yeah.
She goes with some friends. I have a show that night. And right before I'm about to go on stage, I get a text from Rachel. We haven't talked in a while. And it's just a single text. It just comes through. It just says, I sleep with my best friend too. I was like, that's an odd text to get. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Was this meant for me? What's going on? You know, like having to figure this out. Like,
Ben Richter.
I sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Sorry.
A video came later, and it was a video of Ben Rector singing that song.
Living my best
life.
Think of it. Yeah. Sleep. Yeah, whatever he says.
But yeah, I had to go up and perform, just wondering what in the world does that text mean? I sleep with my best friend
You're
too.
Like, yeah, you live with Maddie, but I don't know you guys had the same bed.
Like, which friend is this? I hope she meant to text me. Jeez, what is going on? As soon as I got off stage, my dad sent me a text that said, let's see a picture of that griddle.
Griddle?
Griddle, no context, no nothing. I was like, is that related? What's
What is
going
happening
on?
here?
Yo,
Am I missing like a group text that everyone else is seeing?
It just said, yeah, let's see a picture of that griddle. And then I didn't know what to text back. 30 minutes later, he said, wrong person. It's like, oh.
But he was excited to see that griddle.
He wants to see somebody's griddle. I don't know.
Oh, that's fun.
So yeah, just thought of that. Ben Rector night. It was fun.
I don't know if Catherine wants me to tell people this. Well, whatever. But she literally right in like the row in front of her. I think the reason I don't know if she wants people to know this is because she might be like, Brad, now you're going to like make me feel bad about not saying something. There was a girl right in front of her that had a Grande Boo shirt on. Like in the row in front of her.
No way.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's fun that she thought to wear a Grande Boo shirt to a Ben Rector
concert. I know. I was, and she had told me, hey, Brittany Jones, our friend, is at the concert. And so I saw this girl and I was like, oh, is she wearing a Grande Boo shirt? I didn't even realize Brittany was at Grande Boo. But I was like, cool. And then she's like, no, it's just a different person wearing Grande Boo shirt.
Cool.
So if it's you, thanks.
Shout out.
Catherine saw ya.
Thanks for being there. That's pretty fun.
Anyway, yeah.
The night of that happening, was a really special night. I put this on my story, but I don't know if the Instagram story really fully told the story, and I think you'll appreciate this. So a very fun scenario going on. So we were joking all weekend, like we did a show in Dallas while the Rangers had a playoff game. Kind of a bummer competing that. Mm-hmm. We had a show in Houston while the Astros had a playoff game. Then we go to Austin while there's an F1 race, which is a massive deal in Austin. They only had to do so many of those. So we were just, unfortunate timing all weekend.
It's a big sports weekend in Texas.
San Antonio just barely missed their home opener with Wembanyama. Yeah. That would have been a bummer too. But so Houston night, that game was a 4 p.m. kickoff. So it's getting over.
Which is so stupid.
Yeah, that they started that time.
The baseball is already like struggling being relevant. And then they're like, hey, some of the most important games of the year, let's put them on a weekday at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., like 2 p.m.
Yeah, it's hard for people to attend that in person.
Dude, yeah, it's hard for people to watch it on TV.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
It is kind of an interesting issue going on. But so this game is ending at about 7. Our tour manager comes to us and say, hey, what do you guys want to do? It's 7 p.m. right now. We've only got about 20% of the people in the doors. Like, everyone is waiting for this game to get over.
Because he can see the ticket sales. Like, he knows that people have bought tickets, they're just not there yet.
Yeah, we've got all the data, looking at it. And so we're like, yeah, I mean, I guess we got to wait till this game is over. It's the top of the 9th. The Astros are losing. And we're able to get a feed on our green room TV. And it's a feed of a camera in the back of the theater.
Okay.
So if you imagine that, POV, you're at the back of a Drake Kitty show.
Yeah.
But that feed is showing us some people in the first few rows, and it's also showing us the projector screen. The people in the theater put on the Astros game.
Yeah.
And so kind of an interesting move. We didn't ask for that. Because in a sense, we're like, well, it's the top of the 9th. They're down 2-4. Everyone in the audience is about to see the Astros lose.
Yeah.
And then we just have to go perform.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a bummer. Probably not the way we would prefer it.
Right.
But we're watching, and then they rally. The Astros hit a 3-run homer to go ahead in the top of the 9th. So then we're freaking out. Like, this is awesome. Okay, this turned into such a cool thing. It went from none of us wanting to go out and perform. Like, I don't want to go out there right after the Astros lose. Everyone is just going to be so bummed. And then it's just chaos. So then the entire bottom of the 9th, we are rooting so hard for the Astros to close out this game.
Yeah.
Runner gets on first, no outs. Runner's on first and second, no outs. We're like, oh my gosh, this game's going to go to extra innings.
Right.
And then what do? Can we start the show with this game still going on?
You shouldn't. They're already too invested now.
I know, but it's there's no telling when it's going to get over.
And there's going to be people out in the audience that don't care about the game.
And
there's going to be Brandon Maria Imshas out there that are like,
The last place you'd see me is an Astros
Is this
game.
cricket? I don't even know.
And so we're trying to figure out what do we do about this. It's such a unique scenario. And anyway, the Astros end up closing it out, and the crowd goes crazy.
Could you hear it from your green room?
Oh, dude, it was so loud.
That's
it was so
awesome.
fun. So it ended up being a really cool environment, amazing atmosphere. Thank goodness the Astros won. Or else that would have been a bummer. Just a hole to kind of dig yourself out of. Like, it would have been fine by the time Trey went up there, but Lucas would have had a rough go of it. Lucas was with us all weekend. But Lucas did make a funny joke because he went out on stage and he's like, that whole thing transpiring is a lot like, felt like my childhood. Like, I was like, can I show you guys what I can do? And you're like, after the game. Wait till after the game, then
Just
you can show us.
Yeah. Yeah, sports are on.
Have you already shown mom? Or mom's already seen it. She sent you to me. Okay. Well, after the game, after the game, you can show me.
That is funny.
It was a great, just like opening joke.
Man, playoff baseball in the hometown, like if it's your team, your hometown team is so electric.
Yeah.
Like playoff football is fun, but baseball is so much more elongated and so much rides on every pitch. And it's like so much more dramatic of like, here we go. There's a pitch. Let's hope something crazy happens. And it doesn't. It's like, oh, maybe something's going to happen crazy next. And then baseball is wonderful because it's never over until there's three outs in the ninth inning. Like
that is one thing baseball has.
7 runs and still have a chance to win. You know? Whereas like in football, you're down by 21 points. The fourth quarter, it's over.
There's time. You're competing against time.
Right.
I'm sure if we were more into basketball, I bet basketball has similarities to baseball in the fact that you have a 7-game series. Every basket is huge.
Yes.
Because football it's over so quick. You have 60 minutes worth. It's one game.
Right.
Like baseball is just so fun.
Yeah. Dude, I miss those electric days in Kansas City of like the playoff baseball. So that pumps me up that like they were going so nuts in Houston.
Yeah, we got a taste of it.
Yeah, that's great.
I haven't cared that much about a baseball game in so long. My heart rate, I was like nervous about an Astros Rangers game.
Were you a little bit bummed that you weren't the very first person out there? Because I think Lucas doesn't strike me as a huge sports guy. Am I
not really? No, he's not.
Whereas I think you would have used that momentum so hard, right? Like
I probably would have. Like, we have any Jose Altuve fans out there? Right. Who brought their trash cans with them? Yeah. But it was sort of really fun. It was a really good show. Mm-hmm. That's the show that the Good Rangers people were at. A lot of ghosties there. Had some good crowd work that night. Woman was from a suburb called Friendswood.
That's where.
Yeah, it's where Ben and Courtney are from as well. Yeah, they told me afterwards, and so had some good jokes about that. Just because I was like, that sounds like a sentence or whatever. Like,
hey,
like Hun, you should come to the Trey Kennedy show. Yeah. I don't really want to, but I bet your friends would.
Friends would. Hey, did you bring casserole to those people? No, we're not that close. Friends would. Something like that.
Well, friends would. Last thing about the Houston show afterwards, someone was like, I loved you tonight. You were so fun. Remind me your name again. What's your last name? And I said Triplet. She's like, we were all talking. We thought it was Boots.
Boots. So close.
Talk about Good Ranchers.
Boots.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I had to write that down. Oh, Triplet.
Are you sure it's not Boots?
We thought it was Jingle Bells. Oh, okay.
Jake Boots and Brad Deuce.
Yeah.
We go on some tours, baby.
I don't hate Jake Boots. I think that's so funny, though.
Old Jay Boots.
Oh, we thought it was Boots.
What did you just say that? No?
It's not Boots.
No, Stilettos was my maiden name. But,
it's Triplet. That's so funny that you thought it was Boots. That is Boots.
Oh, wow.
Boots, what did you say that, like, I'm just like, what did you say on stage that they thought you were saying your name?
Yeah, was it something Boots? I said?
No,
Is it a rumor?
Ready, Jake Triplet, said by Michael. Ready? Give it up for Jay Triplet! What do you think? Could you hear it a little bit?
Yeah.
That is fun. Michael wasn't with us this weekend.
DJ Travis?
We didn't have a DJ.
Really?
No DJ.
So that's why you had the...
we had the Astros game
on.
That's our DJ.
That's fair.
Yeah. Oh, man. Good times.
Jake Boots. I think Jake Boots needs to be some kind of alter ego of yours. Like,
hey guys, I perform down south.
Hey guys, I'm going as Jake Boots tonight, just FYI. Like, and that just, people know that means like you're going to be a little bit more like I don't know what the word is, like not sensitive, but just like meaner to your crowd work. Like you're not going to be as
There's no redeeming qualities of these conversations.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, get a life.
Yeah.
You guys met online?
you're
Ew.
gonna be harsh to these people. Like,
Yeah.
hey, Jake Boots is out tonight. It's time. It's time for you to hear the real story.
Made up sayings. Go full on Jake Boots on them.
Dude, I was all on. Yeah, Jake Boots, dude.
I was Jake Boots scooting.
I don't know what happened, but I just Jake booted big time out there.
Timon, you would have appreciated. I just thought of this at the Dallas show. I was doing like a little picky eater bit that I do, and I asked her what she said. She was a picky eater, so I was like, okay, great. And I was done talking to her, and I'm doing my bit, and then she just starts yelling, like, I'm not even talking to her, but she yells like, one time I spent 24 hours locked in a room without peas. And I was like, yo, this lady's yelling out Mr. Beast titles at me right now. That's amazing. That's crazy. What other Mr. Beast challenges have you done with peas? That's crazy.
So funny.
She was, she was interesting. And I feel like I did go, full circle. I did go Jake Boots on her.
You did.
Because later, I forget what I was
alright.
saying, but I just I had a call back. I was like, it was the worst. I did not want to do it. I would rather be locked in a room with that woman for 24 hours
Yeah.
than do that. I don't know what I was talking about, trying
That's
sushi
good.
or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Jake Boots.
Jake Boots, dude.
A little rough around the edges.
Yeah. Maybe wear some boots. Maybe get a little country on them.
Whitewash, tight jeans.
You be a whitewash kind of country boy?
I think it goes along with the boots.
Do you? Yeah.
Maybe.
Little belt buckle.
Big one.
What kind of belt buckle you have?
Just the outline of Texas with the American flag in the middle of it.
Cool. Colored. Or just
Rustic.
or plated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. I got rear-ended this week.
Did you really?
Dude,
By a car?
It was so odd. Yeah. So was stopped at a stop sign, and I had like a slab, like a tabletop from Mel's Custom Creations I was building in the
I
back.
had a slab of Good Rancher's Wagyu beef on the bed.
Yeah, just cooking up some beef.
It was sunny.
No, I had a long tabletop in the back. Like I think it was like 13 feet long. And my bed is
your
6.5 feet plus the tailgate's another, we'll call it 8 feet. And so it was probably hanging off a good 5 feet.
Wow.
So I don't know if the guy just didn't see how long this piece of wood was or what, but I was just literally stopped there. And all of a sudden, I don't know. Like I kind of took a second. Like I was like trying to figure out if I wanted to go left or right. And I was like, and so maybe he just thought I was about to go.
Just assumed.
And all of a sudden, there's just like a boom. I just look back, and this guy's not even like reacting at all.
He's
And
like, go.
I looked up and I just go, what are you doing? And then I just stared at him for like 10 seconds, and he wasn't getting out of his car. And I was like, I think we got to get out of our cars at least. And he gets out of his car. He's like, oh, my bad, man. And I'm like, it's okay. You okay, man? He's like, yeah, I'm good. And I just look, and there's like no big scratches or anything on. Like there's one little dent on the wood.
Did
But
he hit your
it's
car
hardwood.
or only the table?
No. Just it's like I'm saying, it's hanging off like 5 feet.
So the front of his car hit your tabletop.
Yeah. And so his car had like one of his headlights was broken off.
Oh, wow.
Like broken through. He's like, I'm good. Everything's good. And I'm like, all right. Well, I think we're fine here. But I was like, if I didn't get out of my car, was he just going to just like be like, go, dude? What are you doing?
Left or right?
What the heck?
Choose.
Let's go. So it was just a very odd, like what's your
so
thought
funny.
process here,
He was
man?
smoking you out. He's like, I
Maybe
don't want to
so,
go
dude.
first.
I don't know.
I don't want to leave the steam room first.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, heating me out. But anyway, it's kind of a random.
That's funny. You haven't been any kind of vehicular altercation in a while. Any kind of.
No, me neither. It was just an odd, like, okay, I think we're supposed to get out of our cars.
And so the tabletop was fine.
Yeah, it's
Good wood.
It's great wood. Yeah, very hard wood.
Cedar?
Very high quality. Cedar. No,
Look,
cedar,
it's a wood.
You're right.
Mahogany,
Let's go back and forth.
No.
Mahogany.
Oh, hold on. Hickory.
Yes.
pine.
Okay. Bad. Not softwood.
Wait, you
Okay.
said yes. I got it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Well, keep going.
I was trying to guess the type of
Oh,
wood.
no. This is, I was just going.
Oh,
That
types
was a
of wood.
type of wood.
No,
So I said
it's not any of these types of wood so far.
hickory, pine.
Okay, plywood.
Ply? No, plywood. The old plywood tree.
Is it a type of wood? I don't know. Am I doing the game or not? Am I doing types of wood? Am I doing guesses of tabletops?
You're doing types of wood. Plywood, not really a type of wood. It's like
I got mutt.
Types of woods are just kind of types of trees, right?
fair.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to think. I don't know if any of these are ever used for wood. Bradford pear.
I think pear wood is a thing sometimes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cherry.
Cherry, very good. Nice wood. Gets redder over time. Fun fact.
Makes sense why I call it cherry.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of fruit trees, which are not
Guava.
wood.
Yeah.
Apple wood.
Don't know any apple woods out there.
Adjacent. Maple.
Maple, good wood.
Yeah.
Man, I'm struggling.
There's a common one you guys are missing, and then a very popular one.
I got one more in
Kansas
the hopper.
and Missouri.
Common one. Man.
Friends wood.
Friends.
Oak.
Yes, oak.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the first thing you said.
I
Right?
said cedar.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, I was thinking
Timon,
oak. I thought you already said it.
Walnut, another really popular one. This one
Walnut,
was
right.
ash. Ash
Oh,
wood.
they make a lot of baseball bats out of ash.
Correct.
Probably why there's no damage.
Ash and hickory are the baseball woods,
Okay.
I think. I know it's definitely ash, but yeah, hardwood, quality wood. So anyway, that was kind of random. That happened.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Would you say your tabletop was like really strong? Like when the guy was like, "Oh, did I do any damage to your table?" What did you say back?
I said, no, it's a pretty strong wood.
You ruined it.
When they asked me how strong my table was, I pointed to my biceps and I said, it's so strong.
There it is. There's the payoff I was hoping for. That made a fun noise. Bicep to mic.
It was kind of rattle it a little. Yeah.
I like
Who's
that.
stronger? Who's stronger? Ooh, left one's good. Yeah.
What do you guys think? Those are our biceps hitting the microphone.
Oh, baby. So strong's back again.
So strong,
Take you on.
so strong for eat by any moms.
Nice, dude.
I kind of, yeah.
I don't know. Hey, let's do a quick hashtag. Flavor without fake ingredients. That's so strong for you.
Wait,
Flavor without fake ingredients.
let's do a quick hashtag. What do you?
You guys just don't ever do quick hashtags?
I don't know what.
You
Cedar.
don't ever sit around with, hey,
Maple.
Rachel.
What are we doing
Hey,
here?
Rachel, let's do a quick hashtag.
And then you say what? Like a full sentence?
I'll spank if you wipe.
Hey, go back and forth. Quick hashtag. Vegan free, gluten free ingredients.
Flavor without. Yeah. Hey, quick hashtag. Mom's on a mission. Flavor without fake ingredients. That's the hashtag we're using today for So Strong.
Got it.
I'm talking about flavor. I'm talking about without. I'm talking about fake. I'm talking about ingredients.
You're talking about flavor?
I'm talking about Mom on a Mission bars. It was so funny, like that Catherine ate that cherry bar last week.
It was
I
the
told her the whole
coveted
story.
cherry bar.
I told her the whole story, and she's like, "Okay, but seriously, that bar is really good." And Catherine is picky about that stuff. So
It's a healthy bar.
it's a healthy bar.
Yeah.
and she is all about these, like, she knows all the processes and all the specific ingredients and all that stuff. But it's gluten free, seed oil free, family owned business. Bursting with flavor, honest ingredient list, and you can have all three different flavors. We got original, we got cocoa, we got cherry. Try all three. Try 15 of all three. I don't care. Just try them.
Do it.
You're gonna like it. Yeah, they just their message is, we believe that moms deserve the best tasting, healthiest bar on the planet that isn't messy, so our family made one for you. So
That's a good goal.
shout out to Justin and Shakira for making this. They're awesome people. They have a website, sostrongfood.com, promo code GRKC, 15% off.
I think it's
15% off.
it is. Oh yeah, it was.
Man, 10% off would be amazing, though. And it's 15, so that's
can't
like
imagine. It's
1.5
actually-
times as amazing.
More than that.
It's wild.
Wow.
So,
Yep.
yeah, they're on a mission to make every mom in America aware of the best tasting, healthiest bar on the planet. And we are the first podcast that they are advertising with. And I was so confident that the Ghosties would come through. And so please, please, please support them. They're small business, family-owned business with this bar, because it truly is good and something that you can take on the go with you. It lasts well. You don't have to eat it right away. It's not having to be refrigerated or anything like that. So take it on the go. Mom's on a Mission bar, sostrongfood.com.
Cool. We're the first podcast they sponsored. They're also, I think, this is probably the first s'mores they've ever sponsored too.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We talked about it last week. We kind of teased it. Wait, did we? Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Timon had the idea, but I was like, oh, that's kind of tough to do off the dome.
Yes. Yeah, we decided to do gross animals instead. Which, we need to check.
Timon said before the episode that I was winning.
Brad's back?
Yeah, he's very, very winning.
From memory, I thought I did all right. Just the animals I chose. Oh, I'm in last. That's how it always is.
Dude, seriously, though.
Oh, I forgot. Never mind. I did those weird animals. I did a proboscis monkey and a elephant seal, so never mind.
I think someone commented that on something that like they thought that long-nosed monkey was kind of cute.
Oh, wow. Caleb Leach says that monkey was one of my favorite animals growing up.
Really?
I had a stuffed animal of it holding a Coke bottle.
Caleb Leach is also a Cardinals fan, so.
I'm pretty sure my younger siblings like that monkey too.
Really? Sorry about that.
Yeah, Anna Imch right here voted against Jake. didn't vote for Jake or for Timon or Brad, just no Jake.
Wow, Brad has 70% of the vote.
That's crazy. I am not doing much better at all than you though. Yeah, it's like
16 versus 15 on my screen.
I think you guys chose things that you had to Google and look at, and so I don't know if everyone's that invested in s'mores.
Yeah, no one knows what a rat is. Or a ferret.
All right,
or a centipede.
hey, blobfish, Timon.
See, but that
long-nosed
when you look
monkey.
it up, it's worth it.
Elephant seal.
It's like
Wet Play-Doh.
That's what I'm saying. If you look it up, that's my point. Okay, so this week is movie cliches.
Yep. and
Pretty open-ended, and I get to choose the order.
Yeah, I think it is going to be open-ended. These might be phrases. These might be characters. These might be plot lines.
Yep.
I don't know how to compare them.
I know.
Figure it out.
I'm gonna go Jake, Time, and Brad because I need to get you guys to show me exactly what the themes are here because I have some random things written down.
All right, movie cliches.
There's a
first
clear
pick.
one, but go ahead.
Shut it.
is
Shut
there?
it.
Well, there's definitely a clear one too.
The second pick is obvious. The first one's a little tricky. All right, I'm gonna go with the phrase often seen in movies. It's quiet.
Oh, too quiet.
Too quiet.
Yeah.
It's good.
What movie does that make you think of?
All of them.
Do you have one in mind?
No, I feel like it's a lot of just like Disney Channel type shows, Drake and Josh type shows, just like things that were meant for like, 12 to 18-year-olds to consume. You're seeing a lot. No, even 6 to 16-year-olds. Like that's the demo.
That's the demo, right?
Quiet. Too quiet.
I don't know about you, Tyler.
Classic.
I specifically think of Shrek when they like enter into the city, and he says it. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Yeah.
Nice.
So.
All right. My first pick. This is the first one I thought of. First one I wrote down. Hacker. Type. We're in.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, does that exist? Is that somewhat of an accurate thing? Like, can somebody really from their computer hack through a system
I don't
of
know.
like?
That's. I feel like that goes along with a lot of other things I wrote down. Like hackers, just. I don't know, just hackers.
Yeah.
In movies.
Have you ever seen those YouTube videos where it's like, we talk to an actual like military sniper and had him break down the most famous sniper scenes in movies. Or something like that. Like we talked to a bank robber about bank robbing scenes in movies. I've clicked on that video before, like we talked to an actual hacker about this and he like ranked like some of the movies. He's like, this one's not accurate. This one's ridiculous. But he's like, there was some movie I never heard of. Like, this is actually what it looks like. This is what he would do. So I think very rarely are we seeing an accurate depiction of hacking.
Yeah, the ones that we've never heard of, like, yeah. There's probably a reason because it's not as fun to
It's so accurate. But
like the hackers, it feels like they're always their computer's always on dark mode. Like, can't you ever just have like a nice
green
aesthetically
letters?
pleasing hing system? Green letters and black background, like making all this noise.
Exactly what I think. I think of like National Treasure, the guy in the van.
Yeah,
it's like he's like just
Riley?
doing all this stuff. Yeah, Riley.
And you type in like one like prompt, and then the whole screen fills up with the letters.
Yep.
Right.
If anyone saw Night Agent recently, Rachel and I really did enjoy it, but there was some wild stuff going on when it comes to the technology of like,
oh, really?
Let me just hop on this hotspot. You need the White House? Oh, we just hack into the White House. That's no problem.
No problem.
I'm like a hot young girl. That's in my skill set.
Easy.
That's really fortunate.
Fun fact: Jensen's friend is that guy, Gabe.
Yeah.
Gabe Basso, whatever.
Gabe Wad.
All right. My first one is going to be like, this is like a comedy cliche.
Okay.
And they're saying something, blah, 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 blah. And then they kind of zoom out and they go, they're behind me, aren't they? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about it on the
yeah.
podcast last week.
Yeah.
We did?
We talked about it multiple times on the podcast
That's-
recently.
Jake, you said
crap.
you and Rachel do that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't want to use that one then.
we were
Oh, it must
right,
have been in the
but-
subconscious.
He's right behind me, isn't he?
yeah.
Shoot. All right, that shows how much I remember. All right, I'll take it back. Take it back.
I feel like it's.
Is that okay?
You don't want it?
Well,
want it.
It's back up on the board?
yes, back up on the board.
Really?
Back up on the board.
Okay.
I don't know. I got enough other things written down. Okay, what about the term or just the phrase? There's no time to explain.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
There's no time to explain. Come on. Yeah. We gotta go. We gotta go right now.
Yeah.
There's no time to explain. It's like you could probably explain it in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
That's
you know?
a good point.
So I think that's just a funny random one.
No time to explain.
Yeah. That's a good point.
There's no time to explain.
Okay, and then the one this comes at like the climax of the movie. You know, it's a like a fight scene of some sort, and it seems like the main character, the main protagonist, is about like he's battling this guy, and he's back against the wall, lost all his weapons, he's gone, he's done. The bad guy pulls up the gun to shoot him, and all of a sudden the bad guy gets shot. And it's got shot by the side character who you think is dead or
I thought he was
taped up or
unconscious.
something like, what? Oh, Steve Martin, when'd you get here? And boom, got him. It's like, you forgot about me.
At this point, I can't tell if you like half stole one on my list, but not really.
Okay. And then like, it'd be like a really cheesy phrase afterwards. Like if it's a girl, it's like, I guess girls can aim.
It's too
And
close. to this
they
one.
let him up. Like, and yeah.
Yeah,
They
I'm
help
not
him up.
gonna say this one. So this is what I thought of was someone getting shot and then falling back to reveal the person that shot them, like unexpectedly.
Oh, yeah.
It's like and it's like the person with the gun still like smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Timon.
I feel like I've got a lot. I'm gonna say guns / arrows never needing reloaded.
Okay.
Unlimited ammo all the time.
It is amazing.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like especially arrows is a great example.
There's I feel like there's got to be a pretty low limit to how many arrows you can,
Right.
and just the way people use arrows in movies, like bow and arrows, like just like
Crazy
1
accurate.
second,
Yeah.
and you're just, it's like what? No, that's cannot be how that works.
Yeah.
Because I had to teach archery. I had to get trained on how to teach archery. And there's a lot of like, you know, the arrow has got a little like feather on each side, and you have to like
Yeah.
make sure you're aiming at the right side. So you'd have to look at it like, oh, I gotta
Yeah.
flip
Get
around
the
this
groove
side.
in the right thing
And
to
then
where it goes in the
get it
string.
in the string. All right, now there we go. Hold on. There we go.
And it's
Oh, you're
maybe-
left-handed?
Maybe
Oh,
we
okay.
can excuse Susan in Narnia for being kind of there's like magic or like Aslan's on her side,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
But still,
Yeah.
no.
That's good.
That's fun. I was looking through mine. Time I just saw this. I had in there hack it to the mainframe as
Yep.
part of mine.
That's
The
So
old
kinda
main-
hand
they
in-
love the
hand in
mainframe.
hand with
Yeah.
just
But
hacker.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do them. Timon took it. We're gonna go with just the term 4 eyes. You don't see that often in real life ever, but man, is that nerd getting called 4 eyes in every middle school, elementary, high school movie. Well, look who it is, 4 eyes.
The term well, the phrase
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Look
Yeah,
who
I
we
could just
have here.
combine these. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just calling clearly the nerdy looking kid 4 eyes.
And
Only happens.
making it seem like it's the most devastating insult of all time.
Oh, you couldn't see, so you went and got prescription lenses so you can finally see?
Hey there, 2020. Like, yeah, I have good vision now. What? Yeah, 4 eyes. Like, oh, I can't believe he called me 4 eyes.
He thinks
oh
these-
my gosh.
This bully thinks these glasses are an extra set of eyes. They're just prescription lenses.
Yeah,
That's how they
that's
should
so
reply.
embarrassing to me. I'm the only one at school with glasses. Oh, it's not like half the adults in the school are wearing glasses as well.
It's a wild cliche.
4 eyes.
That's good.
What do they call the people with contacts?
Glass eyes.
Glass eyes, concave eyes.
Yeah, hey there, astigmatisms. Nah. The guy astigmatized me.
So yeah, just the term 4 eyes. Movie
good.
cliche.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with next. This is a character cliche. Woman from the big city is focused on her career and doesn't want a relationship right now.
Oh yeah, the old Sandy Bullock and the proposal.
Sandy.
Sandy, I love Sandy.
Old Sando Bullock.
Old Sandos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say that again. Woman is
Woman from the big city is focused on her career and doesn't want a relationship right now.
okay.
So Madison McCall, have fun with that emoji.
She'll do the little like. No, I don't know if she'll do the what's these nail polish emoji.
You think? Nice.
No, I don't know. Maybe she'll do a briefcase.
Maybe a woman in a suit.
How dare you, Jake, think that there's not like a woman in a suit emoji?
Well,
That
well, I just thought of it, and I said woman in a suit. Before that, I had forgotten.
It doesn't want a relationship. Yeah. Okay.
These are fun.
That's good.
I have a lot of good ones, honestly, I gotta say.
Oh, Timon.
Well,
we'll be the judge of that.
Yeah.
I just have a lot of ones that I'm gonna have fun honorable mentioning, I feel like.
Okay.
Same.
But I gotta think of okay. I kinda wanna group like kind of label a lot of school things as a cliche.
Okay.
So
That's smart for you.
I guess I could
I should have labeled phrases as a cliche. Just done all the phrases on my list.
I'm just kidding, Tyler. Go ahead.
these are maybe I'll just choose one of these, but I'm thinking of any establishing shot of a school always has a bell ringing at that exact moment.
Oh, that's
every
good.
single time.
That's really good.
Without fail.
That's a good observation.
And then
That was
Other
so good.
things
I'll
I
give you
think
one
of.
more. Go ahead.
Ooh,
Group it into
okay.
your school one.
maybe I'm just gonna use that one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I might
Okay.
have some honorable mentions about school stuff, but
Yeah.
That's an
Yeah.
astute observation.
It is funny, like being married to Catherine, who was homeschooled. Like she does think, or she had thought, like a lot of those things are what happens in school. Like
That's
getting
exactly how it
stuffed
is.
into a
the
locker.
last day. Oh, well, I've got to give one away, but whatever. The last day of school, throwing the papers in the air. Catherine's like, "That's how it is, I guess." Last
They
day
do
of school.
that? Yeah.
yeah,
Or
I'm gonna have fun saying the school ones. I feel like
Yeah. I guess we could riff on that a little bit more later. But yeah, like the idea, I feel like in movies, you always see people like hanging out outside before school, like when they're walking in. Dude, it was a madhouse, like high school. Like
Everyone's
I got there
late.
4 minutes before school started.
Everyone's late.
And my class was 4 minutes walk away.
No one's ever outside.
No one's just loitering outside by their cool car.
We don't have
in
a
their Letterman's
courtyard.
jacket.
Yeah. We don't have tables. We have indoor hallways. That's
Totally,
it.
yeah.
I'm never outside during school.
100%. Okay, let's see. My next one, Timon, I thought you were going to take it. It's very adjacent to your guns and arrows never needing reloaded. It's the bad guys can never accurately shoot, and the good guys can never miss.
yes,
Yeah.
It's amazing. So I was watching Davy Crockett. We watched the second installment this past week, Davy Crockett and the River Pirates, and they had a bar fight scene. And it was amazing how long this bar fight took of people shooting 15 feet away from them and just missing Davy and George the entire time. And Davy just mowing them down. I mean, like just
Mowing 'em.
dominating these guys.
maybe I should have used that. Yeah, that's so good.
It's just wild how, so many scenes where it's like the bad guys can't hit the blind side of a barn ever. There's 15 of them. There's one Jack Bauer, and Jack Bauer just takes them all down. So that's my first one. And then the next one, I'm going to go with another quote, and it's just going to be, "We've got company." They're just like, "Hey, we've got
Like
company."
into a watch or something, an earpiece. 9-4.
Yeah, whatever. Or
We've
they're
got
looking-
company.
Or they're
Sergeant Marcus, we got company.
There's so many different ways. They're either looking at it
Yeah.
on the CCTV.
Take binoculars, open face. Looks like we've got company.
or they're trying to get like out a certain way and they turn the corner and they see, "Huh, looks like we've got company. We gotta go this way."
Put
all
it
the different
reverse.
ways. Yeah, all these different things. We've got company just is such a fun way to say like, I'm ready to kill these guys.
Bad guys are here.
Let's freaking go.
We're ready for them.
We've got company, no problem. So it's kind of like a fun, like, hey, playful way of saying I'm ready to get down.
It feels
Let's play.
like Act 3 is starting. The
Yes.
final battle's starting.
Absolutely. So
We've got company.
we've got company.
That's good.
Have you guys ever seen the Drake the type of guy memes?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these are just like Drake the type of guy to say we've got company in a horror movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I've decided on my final pick, and it's the quote, "You're gonna want to see this."
You're gonna want to take a look at this.
Yeah, it's like, it's the nerd, the hacker maybe, Like, come over here, protagonist. You're gonna want to see this. You're gonna want to take a look at this.
You may not like what you see.
Yeah.
You're going to want to see this.
There was like I don't know how famous it was, but a video, I think it was that phrase or something similar to that, where the guy said it in like 10 different ways for 10 different situations. He's just like, you guys are going to want to take a look at this. Or like, ooh, you guys are going to want to take a look at this. You know, like and like would put a different caption for each of them. So that's amazing. I like that a lot. You're going to want to see this.
I feel like Timon. I'm just so excited to get to all the honorable mentions. I don't know how you rank these, so I'm just going to do one. The phrase, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Yep.
That was in so many shows and movies.
Oh, man.
Just and that goes both ways. I feel like you see the good guy say that. Sometimes you see the bad guy say that.
Yeah.
Probably more often.
That's because there's an easy way and a hard way for everybody.
Because, river goes both ways. Yeah. You can do this the easy way or the hard way.
All right. Let me recap them real quick. We got Jake says, it's quiet. Too quiet. Jake says people called Four Eyes. A woman from the big city is focused on her career and doesn't want a relationship and says, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Timon says, a hacker, we're in. Guns and arrows never need to be reloaded. The school bell ringing, and you're going to want to see this. Brad says, there's no time to explain. Seeming like you're about to get killed and someone else random coming up and shooting the bad person. A bad guy can't shoot, but the good guys can amazingly shoot. Whatever. You see it. And last one, we've got company. So honorable mentions.
I've got so many.
Let's just go around one at a time.
All right. I only got 3. So my first one was just in general, the montage of good things happening.
Yeah.
I love the
Act
montage.
1 montage.
Yeah. Like everything's going right. You know, the story, like the character is building steam, like getting steam. Is that right? Getting steam? Building steam?
Blowing off steam.
Blowing off steam.
Steam room.
Just, you know, the momentum is getting there. Like in a sports movie, they just won 14 out of the last 17, you know.
We got back on the bus this past weekend and Happy Gilmore was on. Like, I feel like I'm in the mood to watch Happy Gilmore. That's kind of fun. And there was the montage where he finally figures it out.
The jump around?
His first tournament. It might be.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Run Around Suba in Little Big League is a great montage.
And we were talking about, like, do they make movies with montages this long anymore? Because it was like, it was a full song worth of montage.
Yeah.
It was nice.
So fun. So I love that. Yours, cool. Jake?
Mine. I just have just the simple, this is more of a visual one, but just the guy who's just got done doing something not dusty or dirty at all. Brushing the hands off.
Okay.
You see that a lot in movies. Maybe throwing a towel over. Why? I mean, what are you cleaning?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
Right.
I've never ever brushed my hand. Like, there's nothing so dusty and so faint on my hands that I needed to brush it off. Like, if something's on my hands, I probably need to like scrub it under. I don't know. I never see myself just like, what'll it be, Johnson? Like, why is a bartender like brushing their hands? What have you been up to? The brushing the hands drives me nuts.
Getting all the dusty glasses out of this inventory for you.
Oh, yeah. Bartender cleaning the inside of a mug with like a hanky. Williamson. What are you doing around these parts?
Williamson.
Just last names only.
Yeah. You're Todd's boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I could smell you.
One that I have a lot. Well,
start with one, Timon.
I'll say
one. We got say them all.
The order doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll say,
my God,
we're done with the s'mores. One that I thought kind of hacker related, just like photo enhancing.
Dang it! I almost went that with my fourth pick: digitizing, clarifying, processing, or analyzing.
Zoom in, enhance. Boom! It's just like an entirely new picture. Like, what the heck?
Oh yeah, it
just doesn't exist. You can't make pixels where there's not pixels. Yeah. Yeah, I had that written down.
It's like you cannot make out who in the world's face this is. Enhance that. Oh, it's him.
Enhance that.
Like,
oh, the Italian mob boss.
Now I got it. Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna want to see the.
Yeah. All right, my next one. I just said the guy who's like cleaned up his act. But then like 3/4 of the way through the movie, you see like he encounters the people that he had in his previous
Bringing
life.
him back. Maybe. He's got a decision to make.
Like I'm thinking of Keanu Reeves in Hardball. You know, he's like a degenerate gambler and then he becomes like this great coach to these kids. And then near the end of the movie, he's like, hey, why don't you come? We got some juice on the Celtics game. Come on over. He's like, I don't know if I should do that. I'm not into that anymore. You know, kind of thing. So, just that kind of idea of like, hey, like, come on back.
Yeah.
You're one of us. You're not one of them kind of thing.
Come on. Remember how we used to run around back in the day?
Yeah. Why don't you come back to the hood? Huh?
Come back to what you know.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Blindside, same thing. Remember when he goes back there and Sandy Bullock comes and saves him?
Sando comes.
Which is all completely true according to Michael Orr right now.
Yeah, that's what he's saying in the lawsuit.
So.
I'm going to go, the hottest girl in the movie is mean and stuck up, but the slightly less attractive girl is really nice and humble.
Okay. Very good.
Don't even have a specific movie in mind, but it just feels like that's how they all were. It was like, oh, clearly the most attractive one is going to be seen as kind of an enemy here. And she's kind of mean until the last like 5% of the movie. Mm-hmm. But then the one who's like, for some reason, supposed to be not that attractive, but clearly is. She's a model and actress.
I was going to say, one of the, along with that, everyone being way too attractive.
Yeah,
like,
it's just in general.
It's like, you can't really complain about it. It's like, they're not going to get just like.
Yeah. You guys didn't grow up in Olathe, apparently, because that's how it is. Everyone's just a babe.
6A schools, man.
Yeah, yeah. I always feel, and maybe it's just because of their personalities, but I always feel like the main character is way more attractive than the person who's supposed to be like the hot, like pretty girl. That's annoying.
That's how they want you to.
You're
to
mean.
feel.
Yeah.
You're mean.
You're mean. Lindsay Lohan's better than you.
Be nice to Four Eyes.
Yeah. So,
Time.
One that I'm reading, the perfect amount of last words before dying, like immediately after saying them.
Yeah, you never get cut off
Like
halfway
someone's
through.
like someone's like on their deathbed or just like about to die, but it's like they get just the right amount out, then they just like breathe their last breath and they die.
Your father.
Because like imagine how awkward it would be.
I always love.
Imagine how awkward it'd be if just like someone's like, and please tell Rachel I love her.
Or just
Sorry, I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, you're saying like
You can go now. It's fine. Like I'll just die here.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to say. So like, do you mind just like, I don't know, just leave it.
It's like shut my eyes or something. I don't know.
That's funny. You say your dying phrase and then you don't die right away.
Exactly.
Right.
That's really funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, I always loved her.
Seriously, like always, never once did it waver.
Never faltered.
No, but like I knew from day one.
What's going on with you?
I'm sorry, man. I thought I timed it right. I guess I didn't.
Actually, wait. One more thing.
That's good. I just had the idea of like the last 5 minutes of something that you watched as being a dream. That's just always an annoying cliche to me.
Anything being a dream.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, is it like that whole thing that we just watched where we thought that was like
too good to be true,
advancing part of the plot, and all of a sudden it's like it was a dream. Oh, okay, well, I guess we just wasted the last 10 minutes there. Fun.
Or like the whole opening of a movie being like, oh, I'm so into this. Then it's like, oh, it's a person telling someone about it. And it was just like vividly recapped.
Oh, we're never going to see that character again. That was just his dream.
Yeah.
That was just the story being told or whatever.
For some reason, the first thing I think of is Toy Story 3.
Remind me, Timon.
Opens with this crazy, like, honestly, it's such a great opening. It's like this whole train sequence, like everyone's like the bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. And it's like so good. And then it's Andy playing with the toys. Which then again, that's kind of excusable.
Sure.
But it's like showing a kid's imagination. But it's also like, dude,
it's
this movie's so much larger scale. Like, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But no hate to Toy Story 3. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So good. But yeah.
Your turn.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Nice.
That phrase.
Yep.
Don't hear that in real life much.
Yeah.
A lot in movies.
Characters always have a window seat on a plane.
Really? Fun fact. I just feel like in general, planes are so much more pleasant in movies than in real life.
Yeah.
Like they're having normal, quiet conversations and are very spaciously like sitting. And I'm just like, every time I'm in an airplane, and granted, it's because I'm a bigger guy, but I'm like, I am not it's stuffy and like not comfortable.
The audio in airplane movies is probably way off because you can't whisper on an actual airplane. You have to talk at a decent volume.
Like your headphones are turned up all the way if you want to listen to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, just like picturesque neighborhoods. Like like even just like in like a small town, like how many small towns are there out there that are just like perfectly manicured neighborhoods?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's just not realistic at all. And a lot of times it's like they're in picturesque neighborhoods and the family is like a very lower middle class or even lower class family. Yeah. And it's like, gosh, that house is probably $500,000 house, you know?
Yeah. I was thinking about that watching E.T. I don't know what their like income is supposed to be, but like it seems like inside the house, pretty normal, pretty average, but it's like this neighborhood, just like the houses are so far apart. It's like gorgeous.
Right.
Like LA.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a second.
I have not found a neighborhood like that. That's like humble yet amazing. You know what I mean? Like it's either not that nice or very nice and everyone knows it.
Yeah.
What about whole family eating a really hearty breakfast to start their day?
Okay.
Like before school, before work.
I don't know if you've been to the Ellis house, Jake.
Taking a bite of toast and then kissing your wife. I feel like that's a part of it too. You see that a lot. All right, gotta go.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good. A lot of mornings, I feel like.
Yeah, just like there's sausage, there's eggs, there's bacon, there's always orange juice, of course. Big old glass of orange juice.
The character,
90s loved orange juice.
Yeah.
The character is late for school.
Yeah.
Their mom has a banquet on the table. Oh, bye, Mom. Grabs an apple.
Okay, bye. And the mom's like not like that frustrated at all. Like,
Bye, hon.
okay, I guess. Okay, I'll just throw this away. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, just like what about all your school ones? Let's talk about some of those.
Oh, I'm trying to think. School bullies.
Yep.
No. First of all, like, yeah, you meet the school bully in the hallway, knock you down, ask you for your lunch money.
Hit your
like
books
that.
out of you.
Yeah.
Out of your hands.
That's
Just getting stuffed in lockers.
Me and my cousin joke about because he's going to college now after being homeschooled his entire life, and he's like, he loves to say like sometimes he'll like call me on the way to college, and he'll be like, okay, I'm here, gotta go, or I'll be late for school. It's just like so fun to say. But yeah, just like I hope I don't meet a bully in the hallways.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna take
Hope I
my
don't
lunch
run
money.
into the school bully.
Right.
There's just the one.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Did you know anybody that like? I know bullying is a thing, but I'm just saying like anybody that's like, don't mess with that guy. He's a bully.
Bullying is done on a very subtle level. It's not push you into a locker.
It's verbal these days. Like,
yeah, and it's like sarcastic and it's under your breath and it's in class when the teacher can't hear. It's always when you're not being supervised.
The kid's
It's not
walking
like,
out.
let me
There
assault
goes the
you.
guy beating that kid up again. Typical Jeremy.
Yeah. Just don't look at him and it won't happen to you.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. I don't have anything else. That's all mine.
Let's see what else I.
Attractive girl takes off her glasses and is now being borderline haunted by all the men.
Sure. Princess Diary style.
Yeah.
Protagonist being able to endure insane amounts of pain and bodily harm.
Yeah.
I
The
think,
gunshot never kills him.
Yeah.
or never even like it hurts them, but like, oh, I'm gonna worry about that once I'm done killing the guy.
Yeah, they like get knocked out, but then or they just like get fully like slammed to the ground, but then just get right back up and just keep.
That's true. The protagonist is able to punch people and they're just knocked out or
They're
whatever.
no longer a problem.
Yeah. They're just unconscious for the rest of the scene, I guess.
Yeah,
But he
but-
could take all sorts of beatings.
I had written down pretty much. Brad mentioned this, but I just said one person surviving hand-to-hand combat attack against 10 times the amount of people. It annoys me so much when in a movie this guy is like basically like just like spinning around in circles fighting all these people, but they're just like waiting to attack him before
One-on-one.
until he's ready.
Dude, no, but I love it. I love it, dude.
Well, of course,
Like,
it's great. Though.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
great though.
The
A lot
old-
of this stuff is just like, well, of course it has to happen.
Right. The old Jackie Chan, like when he's fighting like 15 guys.
Yeah, like let's wait till he's facing us and
Like
then
those,
we'll come at him.
Those old Western movies are so fun too. I mean, yeah. That's good.
That's movie cliches.
That's
you
good
go.
right there. Let me tell you. Can I tell you about an experience I had at Chuck E. Cheese?
Go nuts.
Yeah, recently had a little. Catherine was gone for a. Who's calling me now?
Oh.
Nah, it doesn't say scam.
What's it say?
Bonner Springs, Kansas.
Oh.
Oliver? Zach?
My answer. Yeah, Catherine was at a conference this past weekend, so I was on dad duty hard.
Okay.
And so, first of all, we went to Deanna Rose, which is like a farmstead with my parents, and it was so fun. My parents and my niece and nephew. So fun, dude. If you guys are in Kansas City and you have kids and you're not, like I don't go to Deanna Rose that often, but Catherine takes the kids sometimes. It's just like so amazing, so fun. You can feed goats. You can,
Oh. I like that.
Yeah. You can simulate milking a cow. You can watch a cow get milked.
Okay.
You can, I mean, they had like this whole fall area where like they had corn mazes and there was this huge haystack. Did you see that video of Bo and Hattie going down that slide on the hay
Yeah.
bales?
Got some speed.
Yeah, it was awesome. Like Bo at first was like, I don't want to go on it. And then Hattie from the very top, like as she's about to go, she's like, Bo, come up here. And he like smiled and just like ran up to it.
Oh, fun.
It was awesome. So
Is the slide a recent thing?
Yeah, I think that whole like it's all like a seasonal fall area.
Okay.
It's like kind of like it's an additional fee.
Yeah, it's like
but-
I was there a lot as a kid.
yeah. It's amazing.
It was when I was 8, it was the place to be.
Dude, when I was 8, it was the place to be, and it just continues to get bigger and better. It's
Yeah.
so fun and so cool. And anyway, it's awesome. So went there and then made the mistake of like kind of over promising on some Chuck E. Cheese. So the original idea was like out of nowhere, Bo on a Dadder Day, we were at Chick-fil-A and he's like, "Can we go to Chuck E. Cheese after this?"
Cool.
And I was like, "That's fun, but I don't think we can do it today." But I was like, you know what? I'm watching you by myself, while mom's at a conference. Let's do Chuck E. Cheese then. And so they've been pumped about it for like a week. And then my mom invited us to Deanna Rose. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. And maybe the kids will forget about Chuck E. Cheese. Didn't happen. Also, let me just go back to Deanna Rose real quick. So the fall area, Timon, is like you have to take a horse carriage to the fall area. Like,
That's fun.
which was really cool.
Whoa.
First of all, it was like
I need to go back.
there was like these 2 Clydesdales like taking you on this hayride
That's cool.
to the fall area, which was awesome. And then, it was me and my parents and my niece and nephew and my 3 kids. So there's 5 kids, 3 adults. But my parents had to leave early with the niece and nephew. So all of a sudden it was me in this fall area with my 3 kids. And at the fall area, part of your admission was that everyone got a pumpkin to take home with them.
A full pump.
A full pumpkin. You could choose one out of the pumpkin patch. Do you think my kids chose the small ones or the big ones? And so all of a sudden, my kids are dirty and dusty and like playing and wiping off the hands. and then I have 4, and then I got a pumpkin and they're like, "Dad, you have to bring your pumpkin home. You got to decorate this pumpkin."
Doy.
And so I had 4 pumpkins in one hand and I was holding holding Rosie in the other and making sure that Bo and Hattie were coming with me. We had to like go onto the hayride to then take us back to like the main area. And then Bo, potty trained Bo is just a ticking time bomb. He hadn't gone to the bathroom in like 4 hours.
Ticking time, Bo.
It's like, we got to go to the bathroom, but it's like all this craziness. And anyway, eventually Bo did, it all ended up fine. But as we're going to the bathroom, Bo really wanted kettle corn. And I was like, well, we're going to get Chuck E. Cheese later. We're going to do, whatever. And so I was
Chuck E.
like,
Cheese.
So then he started unraveling as he's like peeing. And I'm just like, this is crazy. So anyway, just a wild time. Went home, regrouped, went to Chuck E. Cheese. And dude, Chuck E. Cheese is awesome. I mean, when was the last time you were there, Timon? I know Jake's probably not.
I just want to say something about Chuck E. Cheese. So I've been there like maybe twice ever.
Okay.
When I was like, I don't know, like 6 to 9 or something. And like in my head, it was like, you don't go to Chuck E. Cheese more than like once a year.
Yeah.
I thought that it was probably one of the most expensive things you could do. With maybe just the way it was talked about. Like,
yeah.
I was like, going here is like the biggest financial decision.
It's like vacation to Florida or Chuck E. Cheese. You did choose.
That, in my head, pretty much the same thing.
Sure. Yeah.
So how flawed is that?
Flawed. But honestly, I'd much rather err on the side. I think Catherine and I are the same way as your parents, where it's like, hey, this is a special occasion. It's not like an entitlement. Like you got to go to Chuck E. Cheese all the time.
Yeah.
And I even made sure like throughout the day, they would do something nice. And I'd be like, good job, Bo. It's 1 Chuck E. point for you. And like in their head, they thought they had to get to a certain amount of Chuck E. points in order to get to
Why not?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Establish a currency.
And then Bo started like having this like tantrum kind of thing in the car, and Hattie goes, "Dad, is he losing like a lot of Chuck E. points right now?"
Take
and
all
I-
your Chuck
and I was like very
his extra Chuck E. point?
very seriously, I was like, "Yeah, he is. I don't know if we're going to be able to go anymore because that's 3 Chuck E. points you just lost." Bo, you got to stop crying. You just lost 3 Chuck E. points, Dad said. And so, but I get there, and honestly, the employee was the whatever MVP, because I was like, I just need to buy gameplay for 2 kids for an hour. That's what I said. And they're like, well, you really just need to get 1 card, because most of the time little kids like you have, like, they don't need 2 cards. And so I was like, okay. And so these days they don't even have like tokens that you put
They
in or
just
anything
load
like
you
that.
up with Chuck E. points on the card.
You just get Chuck E. points. Yeah. They just have like a credit card looking thing that you scan at every single game. But basically, dude, as long as you wait, I bet it's like a 10-second, 15-second lag in between. So I could scan the card for Hattie to start playing a game, and then I could take that same card and scan Bo in over here. No problem. So as long as we're not like completely spread out across Chuck E. Cheese.
E.
Nope.
points.
And so then I'm putting Rosie in, I'm scanning her in.
Saw her in the carousel.
Like the emotionless, just like sitting there, like it's just the saddest thing ever. But she loved it. She wanted to do it over and over and over again. And it was a blast, dude. There was like no one really there. There was only a few other people there, so it made it a lot more like relaxed as far as like, where's Rosie? I'm scared, whatever. But the funny thing, dude, and I think this is the thing that you're going to relate to, Jake, when you have kids someday, is as I was there, I just remembered how much I love the games myself. Like there's just so many fun games in there. Like there was this game, it was quote unquote baseball, but really it was like a pinball almost kind of thing where like,
oh yeah, I've played that before.
Yeah, I would shoot and at first I let Bo do it and he wasn't doing very well. And I was like, well, let me show you how it's done. And then I was like, all of a sudden like, well, I think I'm pretty good at this thing. And so it was like, my excuse was like, well, I'm going to get my kids lots of tickets, for the end. So, did that for a while. And then there was this like kiddie version of a Papa Shot game. Oh. And I was like, I could get so many tickets for my kids doing this thing. And so I decided, I mean, it was literally like I was basically dunking the ball in over and over and over again.
Oh, okay. I see.
But as I was doing it, one of the balls like fell out of like the main cage and like got kind of weirdly stuck. And so I was like trying to continue to like shoot the shots in while getting this ball. And then I hear somebody behind me be like, hey, is this your baby? Is this your baby?
I don't know.
And Rosie's like trying to crawl up and like get on this ride with this other little girl. And I don't think they were like mad about it. They were just like making sure it was okay. And I was like,
is that cool?
I was like shooting the hoops. I was like, she's fine. Yeah, that's fine. She's really playful. She can do it. Like trying to get as many points as I could for them. But yeah, man, I had such a blast at Chuck E. Cheese with the kids. And it's one of those things. It was $28 for an hour. So it's not cheap. But at the same time,
it's three
cheaper.
Kids and you having a fun time.
A really fun time.
Yeah.
So reasonable, we'll call it.
Yeah. I also as a kid, like Chuck E. Cheese. That's like, I would never have dreamed of just going for an hour. Like if we're going, it's a whole experience.
It's like Disney. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like let's go there. Let's pack for it. Let's buy some of the merch while we're there. Like let's put the ears on.
I wonder how long you actually truly were there when you were.
That's a good question, honestly. Probably no more than 2 hours.
Yeah. It's so funny how different your perspective is of time and size. I remember thinking like, because there's 2 Chuck E. Cheeses in Kansas City. There's one in Olathe, and then there's the one that I grew up going to in Overland Park. And the one that I've gone to in Olathe since being a parent, I'm like, this is so lame. There's nothing here. Like there's only like 5 games. Let's go to the one over in the park that I grew up going to. Mm-hmm. So we went to that one this time, and it was so much smaller than I remember it.
Yeah.
I remember thinking like this place is a mansion of games. And it's still, I think it does have more than the Olathe one, but it wasn't like drastically bigger.
I'm remembering huge like, mazes of just like
dude.
Like unlimited. You could never get to all of them.
Right.
Mazes of games.
Oh yeah, but anyway, it was a blast, and the kids had a lot of fun with it. All of them had a blast. So
it'll be a long time. I think I'm gonna be pretty old before I get tired of playing arcade games.
Yeah,
they're fun.
Totally.
They're games for a reason. It's fun to play them.
And Rosie was having a blast with. I mean, it truly was a great time. So glad to be the kids' dads.
That's fun. Let's talk about Main Street Roasters just real quick.
Okay.
MainStreetRoasters.com. They've got coffee.
Mm-hmm.
There. I said it.
The coffee's made from beans. We buzz on those beans.
We buzz on those beans. You don't even have to pay full price for these beans.
Nope.
These grounds, these mugs, these shirts, whatever you want to buy from Main Street Roasters. Mm-hmm. You get 10% off, code GRKC. Go support a family-owned Midwest/Middle East, Napanee, Indiana, business. They've been so good to us. So we ask you be good back to them. Go support Main Street Roasters. Get yourself some coffee. Get your friends some coffee. Get somebody something for Christmas.
Yeah. Or Thanksgiving. Why aren't people giving each other Thanksgiving coffees anymore?
Are you thankful for them?
I mean, back in the 90s, the cliche was that you saw everyone go into Thanksgiving with their bags of coffee for gifts. And now we're not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
Bring back the bags of coffee.
What happened to unbuttoning your pants and throwing some coffee down them? That's what we used to do.
That's when the world was good. It was simple. What happened to our world?
We don't do that anymore.
I've never seen someone do that this year.
Now, I mean, they eat with their family. They watch football, but no one's unbuttoning their pants and throwing
Lions,
a bag of coffee grounds down their exposed pants.
That's what they wanted us to
say. Do that for your family.
Please. GRKC.
This Thanksgiving.
For 10% off. Good. MainStreetRoasters.com.
Nice. Brad, what's your win of the week?
My win of the week is I discovered a new Mexican restaurant that is really good. and it is in Shawnee, Kansas.
Muy bueno.
Not very far from us. It's over like by Lowe's and Walmart over there on Shawnee Mission Parkway.
Would love to. I only eat chicken, vegetables, and salmon and vegetables now, so can't go.
From GoodRanchers.com?
Yeah.
That's fair. No, it's called Champion Burritos. Recommended to me by Ghosty, Clifton Alexander.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Like right now?
Sure.
Cool.
Well, we're going to do the Chick-fil-A thing after.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm so hungry.
No, but it was one of those things where you walk in and you're like, I immediately know this place is going to be good. Oh, shucks. Whatever. It's just my headphones. Can you hear me still?
You're sounding great, too.
I just lost it. But they have slightly pixelated pictures on their windows of all the dishes.
Oh, that's great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, poor lighting.
They don't have any music playing. No music at all. Like there's nothing flashy about this place.
Honestly, I would not mind the no music thing.
It was very nice. It was very just like, we make good food here. That's it.
Spread the word.
They have at least a good Mexican restaurant has at least one handwritten sign somewhere. That's just like, FYI, water's out.
Chicken tinga is spicy.
Yeah, special today on taco plate. They have those Jarritos drinks. Those like glass bottles.
Yeah, bright colors.
Yeah, really good.
That's a good sign.
They always have they're like a uniform generic tables, just like you find them on restaurantstore.com and put them in there. Nothing special, but they're going to get the job done for a long time. And then last one, just a little bit of a racial profiling. The white people are the minority. If I'm in there and
good.
I'm the only white guy, something good's about to happen.
Yeah.
So all those things, I mean, it was just a solid burrito. It wasn't like Catherine, I told her about it later and she's like, well, what'd you get? And I was like, nothing special.
The burrito.
Yeah. They said the number 7 is really popular. And so I ordered it and it was just steak and pork and rice and burrito stuff. I don't know. It tasted good. So really, really delicious. Recommend it to anybody who's in Kansas City. There's a few other locations too, but the first one in Kansas side is in Shawnee. Win of the week.
Nice. Mine is going to be, I got to see one of my good friends, Kyle Brown. He lives in Austin, Texas. He's the guy I did the limo trip with. So it's always good to see him. We went to a Buffalo Wild Wings. It was like one of the only things open in the area we're in. We got there at 10. They didn't close until midnight. And they're like, oh, are you guys ordering food? We're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, we'll fire the kitchen back up. Like, oh, sorry.
Guilted you for it.
Oh, yeah. What time do you close? Like midnight. Okay. They started turning off TVs while we were like still eating. I was like, these people are ready to just get out of here, I guess, or something.
Sunday?
Yeah, it was Sunday night, granted, but still over till midnight. But yeah, it was fun to see Kyle. Just always fun to reminisce and just about that time in our lives. We lived out of a limo, yada, yada. One of the girls who was at the show, I was actually talking to Kyle on the inside when we were still in the lobby, and there was a girl, shout out Emily, I think her name was, banging on the window of the glass. And was like, I want to meet you. And so I was like, all right, Kyle, hang on. Let me go outside. And so I met Emily and a bunch of her like church friends. And she just seemed like this huge fan. Like, I'm sorry. She's like, I dragged all these people here. I love the podcast and all this.
I love it.
And just was like such a huge fan. And we got a picture, yada, yada. And then she's like, what made tonight's show special? How was it different? Whatever. And I was talking about different things. I was like, and kind of fun fact for you. I mean, maybe you'd appreciate this. That's Kyle right there. That's the guy I did the limo trip with. She's like, what? I was like the nationwide like limousine trip. Like that's one of the two guys I did it with. She's like, what is the limo trip?
Oh yeah.
So then I was just like, big fan over here. Doesn't know the one thing that gets brought up pretty often on the podcast. So she was like, I'm so sorry. Oh, have you mentioned that before? I was like, probably a couple dozen times over the course of the years.
Man.
So she felt awful and said she was going to do her due diligence to go back and learn what that means. So
get into it. Yeah.
Emily, shout out to you. Shout out to Kyle. Good to see good people.
I like it. He's so funny and just like subtly funny. Like I think the fact that Kyle Brown went to a Buffalo Wild Wings is just funny to me. That sentence is funny to me. You know what I mean? Like, because he's just like, I don't know. Anything he does is just funny. Yeah.
So. He's a really funny guy and it was life-giving to be with him. Brad, what's your comment of the week?
I was just looking for it real quick, actually. It was essentially something along the lines, Jessica Eggleston said something about like how Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce need to learn from our ad reading skills.
I screenshotted that.
Did you?
Yeah.
You got it pulled up by chance? It was just
no, I don't have it pulled up by chance.
Oh, I screenshotted it.
So you have it right now? It's right there.
It was just a fun, like, okay, that's cool to hear like people are enjoying, because we obviously have passion for our advertisers and want to make sure it's worth it to them and everything. But yeah, I'm trying to find it's funny. The Facebook, like the way they sort things is so random on here, man. Like,
She said, I think the New Heights podcast, Jason and Travis need to learn how to make ad reads enjoyable and exciting from the Ghostrunners podcast. Jake and Brad, our boys could teach those bros something. I've never bought a New Heights sponsor. I've bought several things from Ghostrunners sponsors. Hashtag just saying.
yeah. And then she gave examples of like whatever she said. But anyway,
Get a quick hashtag on that. Just saying.
Hashtag vegan ingredients.
hashtag just saying.
She said, Jake and Brad made me wish I was 18 again and could sign up to be a camp counselor at Choye.
Yeah.
And start drinking coffee the first time in my life because of Main Street Roasters. I'm already sold on Good Rangers and Beam. Be amazing.
Yes.
Take note, New Heights.
Yes.
Yeah. My comment of the week, I was going to do one. It was like, this is the only podcast where I don't skip the intro or the ads. But the one right above it says, I'm telling you, if everyone listens to Ghostrunners, the world will be a happier place. Love the pod. Keep it up. So that's fun. Thank you, Charlie, and thank you, Victor. Victor.
If you want everyone to listen to the Ghostrunners podcast, the first step is to tell people about the Ghostrunners podcast.
Tell more people about it.
That is the most effective way that we've learned to grow the podcast, is just telling other people about it, saying, hey, I really like this podcast. It's made an impact on my life in a really small way, or I just enjoy it. It's made my Mondays better. Check it out. Something along those lines. So, yeah, just means a lot if you guys could spread the word about us. Because yeah, we like getting new fans and getting new people into the community. So, yeah,
cool. Well, this has been a Wednesday episode. What'd you call it? 587, Brad?
Yeah, no, maybe, yes. Timon, make sure your parents weren't at that concert. Oh, real quick, just because it's already becoming kind of irrelevant. It was 4 days after this is being released, but Nate Bargatze's on SNL.
Yeah,
Isn't that
it's pretty
crazy
cool.
and cool? And is he gonna be good as an actor? You know, like,
Yeah, I think I'll do a good job.
I'm
Yeah,
so excited about it.
he's one of the biggest comedians in the world, so hopefully he can act.
It's gonna be very interesting to see him on there, but it's wild that he's on SNL, dude.
Yeah, pumped for him. He's huge. I think it's like long, like been deserved probably. Like if you look at the success he's had, the tickets he's selling, they've had a lot of people on there who are not selling as many tickets as Nate is. So
Yeah,
pumped for him.
it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. That's all I have to say.
Oh, okay, right on. Also, I just saw this comment just came in, but this just says today's podcast. It's a rewarding podcast to have a third member join and mesh well, plus be accepted by the audience. Timon has quickly climbed the ranks and actually made Ghostrunners a better show.
Come on, baby.
Whoa.
His willingness to teach Brad how to use an iPhone, dual sync Bluetooth, or roast Jake's wife makes me crack up. Way to go, Brad and Jake, for making room and allowing Timon to be his own personality, known and heard. That's a nice comment.
That is sweet.
And it's true. Thank you, guys.
You bet, buddy.
Hey, no problem, Buster. Cool. Thanks for listening to our podcast, guys.
All right, love you guys. We'll see you next week.
Ghostrunners podcast. Every